Doing something I thoroughly enjoy, that's happiness.
An ice cream cone. No, happiness to me is not regretting things.
Being cared for, being loved, knowing that it was unqualified love, that boundless love.
I think happiness is being comfortable with yourself and your surroundings and the things that you're doing. I think that's all of happiness.
But happiness is just being well, I think, you know, and being able to enjoy life. I have scoliosis in my back, and it's a curvature of the spine, so it doesn't make life easy all the time, but I try my best.
Everything was happiness to me, Fred.
Everywhere. I've been very fortunate. I've really lived a charmed life, I think. That's a good thought, too.
Also, I liked playing bridge. That was fun.
We're sitting right in the Arts Center. Since I've been here, I've developed some oil paintings, things that I hadn't done since I was in kindergarten. Now I find relax me, and I enjoy that very much.
I have been extremely happy all my life. I married a wonderful man. The only thing I ever wanted to do that I can remember as I was growing up was have a whole raft of kids and stay at home and play with them. And I married a man who thought that was the best idea in town. That's exactly what I did. And I just played with my kids. I had a marvelous time with them. They were wonderful people. They got better and better as they got older and older. Pretty terrific.
Years and years ago, I loved ballroom dancing in senior centers. And I met someone very special there, and he made me very, very happy. I'm afraid that's in memory only because now I'm terrified of falling. But I do remember what a lovely feeling it was. Watching my parents, their marriage was a happy one. It lasted almost 62 years until Mother passed away. And I am proud to be the child of that marriage. I learned happiness there, watching them. It didn't mean that it was a smooth path all the time, but as you grow older, you find happiness in different ways.
My kids always said, "You like the last place we lived," and that was true. But I liked the new place too. So getting transferred a lot was, while I didn't choose it, it was very interesting. All of them were good years. They were good, and there were years of growth and years of, there were not many sorrows, but I learned a lot of compassion for people.
Happiness, what makes me happy is changed as the years have changed, as I've changed. Because as you grow older, different things make you happy.
Yeah.
Happiness, having a sense of satisfaction. If I can do an oil painting, that gives me relaxation and a sense of accomplishment, and that I need very much.
Always happy. Always. I know some of the people I'm living with are just absolutely hating this time of their lives. They can't do this, they can't. There's nothing worse than losing your eyesight, girls. I can tell you that right now. That was a blow to me when that began.
it's hard for me to think these days, you know, to say what I really want to say. So if I wanted to be happy, I would feel like I wanted my brains back the way they were once before, you know, because everything is so difficult. Even an interview like this, you know, is hard for me to get my thoughts together.
So I would say my life has been wonderful and is still being. So what else can I say?
No,
I'm
that's
happy.
And I have made mistakes, but I've tried to learn from them, hopefully repeat them not too often.
I think you have to be ready for it when it shows its head. Because sometimes I should have been happy and I knew I wasn't. But that was just the situation at that time. You have to be ready for happiness when it arrives. And I think I tried to keep myself in that venue all the time because I've had an extremely charmed life. I have no regrets because I had a great life.
Oh, I got a lot of lessons for good and bad lessons. Looking back on my life, I would not get so tired and I would be able to do more things than I did. But I felt that I did the best I could at the time.
My parents were marvelous growing up. We went on trips. I can remember things at home. Holiday dinners, marvelous aromas coming from the kitchen. Parents who worked very, very hard, and I miss them. They're both gone now. But I have memories. Memories give you roses in December. I have memories here and here. Those don't tarnish, those don't fade. You know, they're as real as the day they were made. Yes.
I love to swim. And every time my mother would take me to a swimming pool so I could go swimming, you know, in public pools, oh, I just love that. I love that activity. I love to swim. And I just swam my heart out.
And it made you happy.
And it made me happy. It gave me a really good feeling for the rest of the day. You know, happiness is the way you feel about yourself. And I just had tremendous luck.
I just thought my parents were so great. They were so good, you know, and I just hated to lose them. But my mother was just an outstanding cook and a great citizen, and she was good with. She was very dramatic, and she would do readings and all that kind of thing, you know. And she would make me cry, you know, when she'd recite poems. And I'd say it again, Mom, say it again, because I just loved it. In the end, the soldier guy came home and everybody was so happy. That was the end of it, you know. And I just loved the way it ended. And so I made her say that so often, you know, to me.
Oh, when I met my husband. And I was happy with him all the time. I don't know, some highlights, I'm trying to think. Everything was a highlight for me.
To be aware of the world, not to be so self-centered, to know that other people need your smile, need your word of encouragement. Do what you can to make the world a better place, a happier place for those who are less fortunate.
Oh, well, I just to live a good life if possible, and be compassionate of other people too, not just myself. You know, I feel like people should have compassion to other people too.
What advice I'd give them is Don't gossip. Just respect yourself and the other persons, and be interested in differences, and learn from them, and they learn from you.
See that we are all on this planet. You can't fly off to another planet. Take care of this. Reach out to your neighbors, be involved in community activities. These things will give you lasting satisfaction.
Do something you enjoy doing. If you do that, I think you'll be happy all your life.